You're watching ABC7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. Yet another heavy round of storms through the Suncoast today, dumping a lot of rain and a lot of lightning.
That's right. Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with a look at our first alert forecast. Bob, how is it out there right now?
Light to moderate rain and some lightning still occurring with these cells. One that moved through Venice earlier causing some damage, it appears now, at the Wells Fargo drive-through. The roof collapsed there. We have a reporter on the scene, and you can see the strong cells now moving out of Hardee County, also North Manatee County. Still, though, some pretty heavy rain near Heritage Harbor and stretching down toward Englewood and just to the southeast of Englewood. You can see that activity, not all that strong, but still generating occasionally some lightning strikes here along the Suncoast. It's light now to moderate on Siesta Key. It just keeps coming, though, at Lakewood Ranch. There's that area I told you about there near Heritage Harbor and stretching off toward Parrish. Now, Parrish, you're going to see some pretty heavy rainfall throughout the next half hour or so. As they're moving to the north at around 15 to 20 miles an hour, moving at a pretty good clip. The heavy rain that had been around Bradenton is light now, but looks like the heaviest will stay to the east of Bradenton. You can see that rainfall near State Road 64, I-75. Treacherous driving conditions throughout this region as a result of the torrential downpours at times. The rainfall rates were up to 2 inches an hour at times, and now it's much less than that. Obviously, light rain through Wauchula, Arcadia. Some places not getting much at all. I mentioned the coastal locations, a little bit more activity as we've seen over the past several days. That's because the sea breeze having a hard time penetrating too far inland with that southeast to east wind that we've been seeing throughout most of the morning, and some areas that had some flooding issues right there along Manatee Avenue and 53rd Street, and you can see that in West Bradenton, and Bradenton downtown not getting as much, but still had a pretty heavy downpour there. Seems a bullseye right there in northwest Bradenton. And then as we stretch down toward Venice, South Venice, also there near Nokomis, some pretty hefty rainfall amounts, up to 2 inches, estimates from the Doppler radar site. So what that means is that we're going to see the possibility and potential for flooding along some of the roadways because the ground is so saturated here near the coast. Over the past 5 days now, we've had a pretty good deal of afternoon and evening thunderstorms, and that will continue again tomorrow. Showers and storms are in the forecast for us tomorrow afternoon and evening. We'll have the complete holiday forecast as well coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. According to a Harvard study, 51% of people throughout the Suncoast cannot find affordable housing.
To help with that, Friendship Center Sarasota has launched a home sharing pilot program connecting senior homeowners and young professionals throughout Sarasota. ABC7's Jackie Kelly tells us how this program works.
Scott, Jacqueline, this program would pair seniors over the age of 60 with young professionals between 23 and 40 years old. The organizers hope to take the odd couples and turn them into bosom buddies.
And that intergenerational relationship is helpful for both, but also good for our community as it builds a greater sense of inclusion and community.
Home Share Coordinator Evan Farrar says to apply, applicants fill out an informational sheet and go through an extensive background check.
We'll go out and look at the home. We have a checklist to make sure everything is set. We'll make sure the home is ready to go. We'll look at the neighborhood, see what the amenities are so we can share that with people.
Once approved, Farrar says it's up to the homeowners and young professionals to pick their match.
What we do is gather preferences of home providers and also home sharers, and then through that preference we will put together a profile so each party can review what profiles are out there and then pick a match that looks like it would fit well for them. Then we facilitate their meeting.
Rent for the young professionals is decided by the homeowner, and Farrar says the program is meant for young professionals to be a roommate, not a caregiver.
It's a private agreement between both parties so they can determine how they want to exchange services, like maybe the younger person will do some laundry or yard work, that kind of thing. But it's not an expectation. It really is a situation where people are going to live together.
After the match is made, Farrar says he'll continue to check in with the pairings to make sure everything is running smoothly. Sarasota Housing Authority CEO William Russell says he has seen other areas successfully do this type of program and thinks it could be useful in the Sarasota area.
In certain cases, it can be a great win-win, both for the homeowner who has the ability and maybe the need to have some rental income, and then a renter who gets paired up with them. And so They now have an affordable place to rent.
The new program has already had about 10 applicants so far, and they say in the first year they hope to have at least 6 successful matches. Reporting in Sarasota, Jackie Kelly, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Jackie, thank you. Millions turned out across the state to make their voices heard in yesterday's primary election. Here on the Suncoast, a lot of eyes were on the school board races. All 3 incumbents on the Sarasota County School Board who ran won. Jane Goodwin was the one incumbent who won in a landslide, facing 3 other opponents and still getting 50% of the votes. She says she plans to look at the board a little differently moving forward.
Let's get together, let's get in shape, let's work together with consensus and do things that are right for our students. We have a great school district. We're doing things very well. We're an A school district. We have a great superintendent, we have great teachers, we have great students. Let's all work together.
In District 4, Shirley Brown beat out Karen Rose by less than 1 percentage point, and Bridget Ziegler narrowly defending her seat for District 1, also winning by less than 1 percentage point against Nick Guy.
The website that tabulates Sarasota County's elections results, called Sarasota Votes, had some issues last night as election results were coming in. The website showed that 100% of the precincts were accounted for, when that wasn't actually the case, causing some candidates to think they had won a race that they ultimately lost. Sarasota County Supervisor of Elections Ron Turner says they talked to the website vendor and had the issue fixed. Turner says it did not affect any of their results.
The Elections Office website is not connected to our tabulation system in Sarasota County, so that is an election security feature. So the results on our website are unofficial results. They're for informational purposes.
Turner says they've learned from this mistake and it will not happen again in November. And we've posted all the results from yesterday's Florida primary. If you missed any of them on our website, just go to mysuncoast.com.
Paying final respects to an American icon, John McCain's flag-draped casket carried into the Arizona Capitol building and placed on the state seal. The late 6-term senator lying in state today, veterans, constituents, even those who didn't agree with him politically, lining up for hours to pay their respects on what would have been Senator John McCain's 82nd birthday. It's the first of several days of services honoring McCain, who died Saturday after a year-long battle with brain cancer.
I saw the progression of the disease and what it did to his body, but his spirit and his mind stayed strong to the end, and he was really an inspiration to us.
After tomorrow's memorial service in Phoenix, McCain's body will be brought to Washington, D.C. for 2 more days of ceremonies before he's laid to rest in Annapolis on Sunday. After taking 4th place in an international competition for breast cancer survivors, Sarasota County Commissioners recognized the Survivors in Sync paddlers during their meeting today. The team finished 4th out of 125 teams in the International Breast Cancer Paddlers Commission Dragon Boat Festival, which drew thousands to Florence, Italy in July. Survivors in Sync is a breast cancer survivor wellness program that incorporates physical and emotional well-being. The team practices 3 times a week at Nathan Benderson Park and races competitively, locally, nationally, and internationally as well.
The Baltimore Orioles and the Atlanta Braves releasing their spring training schedules for next year. The Orioles will kick off their spring season at Sarasota at Ed Smith Stadium with a home game against the Minnesota Twins on February 23rd of 2019. There will be 17 home games ending on Monday, March 25th against the Mets. Now, the Braves will start their home game schedule on February 25th at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex in Lake Buena Vista, outside of Orlando. The Braves will play most of their home games there until the new spring training facility opens in Northport on March 24th. So the Braves will play their final spring training game there against the Tampa Bay Rays. And then in 2020, the Braves will call Northport home for the spring for good.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I can't believe it's almost here already.
Still to come in your Suncoast News, how extreme heat across the Northeast is causing problems for students at schools as well as athletes at the U.S. Tennis Open.
And why we may see cheaper gas prices this Labor Day holiday weekend. Those stories coming up next.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Imagine a world filled with pillow fights, playgrounds, and the search for the perfect climbing tree. Every kid deserves that world, but 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger. At No Kid Hungry, we're committed to creating a world where every kid eats healthy food every day. We raise funds, we help families, and we lift up communities.
Get more for your money during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Sunset Subaru. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease a new Subaru Impreza today for just $182 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Severe weather conditions are wreaking havoc across the country, flooding and tornadoes in the Midwest. Several school districts in Rhode Island even letting students go home early because of extremely high temperatures. ABC's Zachary Quiche shows us those severe conditions across the U.S.
They call them the dog days of summer, sweltering heat from Texas to Maine, and when there isn't sun, there are storms. The temperature is at least in part responsible for wild weather near the Great Lakes. And at one point, more than 100,000 left without power in western Michigan. And in Wisconsin, a tornado swept right through this dairy farm. Neighbors stepping up, helping to move some of the cows to other functioning farms in the area.
Got here and I can't believe what I saw. It is pretty much wiped out.
Down in Kansas City, wind sent this tree through the roof.
The wind was blowing really hard and the visibility was like 0.
And in New York, the heat is stifling. The index was over 100 on Long Island when an 11-year-old girl died after being left in a car.
She was a sweet little girl.
Also in New York at the U.S. Open in Queens, host to the best tennis players in the world, the boiling conditions acting like an extra competitor on the court. Several players forfeited their matches due to the heat. Today, an Open official is under fire after this. Alize Cornet was penalized for briefly removing her shirt mid-match. Meanwhile, male players are often seen between sets without shirts without being penalized. Critics say that's sexist and a double standard. According to the World Tennis Association, the violation given to Alize Cornet was unfair because there are no rules against changing attire. Additionally, because of the high heat, both men and women will be given a 10-minute heat break if they need it. Zachary Quiche, ABC News, New York.
Now your ABC7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Yeah, here's a impressive looking cloud right here from Brandy Lee, who is in Mayaca City, getting a look at this, again, shelf cloud pushing through parts of inland areas earlier today. Nice looking shot. You can see that row cloud trying to start on the base of it too. That eventually separates itself from the storm, and then it's known as a row cloud, but that's attached to the storm. This one too, a very impressive looking shelf cloud from Jan Foster. This is University Parkway looking east as she was driving just a little bit east of the interstate there. So those storms all bringing some heavy rainfall at times, and lightning. Yes, lightning, the big issue too. This from one Sarasota tower. Blake getting this double shot of lightning this afternoon. The lightning not as intense as it once was, but still around, and we can still have the potential for a few stray lightning strikes to occur, even with this light rainfall around here from Punta Gorda on into Inglewood, where some heavy rain fell into South Venice earlier. Still some storms out there generating an occasional lightning strike. This one just to the east of Arcadia, and notice storms not all that intense on the scale there. We have some heavier storms near Parrish and also near looks like Ellington, but that rain light to moderate to heavy at times in some areas, and that is all pushing off to the north right now. The light rain continues on Siesta Key, Longboat Key up into Bradenton, some light rain falling there, but the heaviest by far into Parrish. The storms that were strong in Wauchula have since moved on. As I mentioned, those rainfall totals pretty impressive in areas in southeast Hardee County, over 2 inches there. Also near Venice, 2.5 inches of rain, and right there on Manatee Avenue near 53rd had a 2.5 inch rain total there, estimated from the Doppler. Tonight, most of the storms are over. We'll see the light rain continuing here for the next hour or so, and then we'll see some clearing after midnight. We'll start shower and thunderstorm activity once again tomorrow. I don't think it'll be as widespread as it was today, but still a good chance to see some scattered storms, especially near the coast as that southeasterly wind continues. A little drier air will slip in, so it'll shut things down temporarily. But they'll be back again on Friday afternoon and continuing into the holiday weekend. A lot of folks go boating on this weekend. Be advised, there's going to be some pretty big storms in the afternoon and evening each day. Now, the moisture content is available here across the peninsula, although a little dry air will start to kind of slip on in on that southeasterly wind. You can see that not much success today of getting in here, but tomorrow a little bit better chance. Well, in the tropics, we're watching this tropical wave right here. We put the map into motion to show you that. It's a tropical wave that's not showing any signs of development now, but there's a slight chance it could once it gets into the Gulf of Mexico. Looks like it will bring us some pretty heavy rainfall on Monday and Tuesday of next week, and there's a pretty good wave coming off the coast of Africa. The GFS model yesterday showed it just as a tropical wave moving across South Florida on Tuesday and eventually getting into the Gulf of Mexico and heading off toward Louisiana, where it may close off. But the European model yesterday had it as a tropical low just off the coast of Miami yesterday afternoon, and then eventually pushing across the state on into Tuesday of next week, and then becoming a tropical storm or even possibly a hurricane moving off toward Louisiana and Mississippi. But that doesn't appear that that's going to be the case now, although we'll keep an eye on it. The next storm up will be Florence, so we'll watch it closely as we move through the peak of hurricane center here in the first couple of weeks of September. East winds at 10 knots. Seas will be 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. As far as the forecast goes, well, good chance for showers and storms. We're in that summer pattern that was not around all summer, and to the end of summer we'll see 60% chance for scattered storms on Labor Day, and then 70% chance on Tuesday. That's when that wave should be near us, bringing us an enhanced chance for storms. Back to you.
Thank you. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. Northbound I-75 is slow going right now just before and after the State Road 64 exit. Some minor traffic heading east on State Road 64 as well. Scott?
Well, the Food and Drug Administration is warning of a blood pressure drug labeling mix-up that could have life-threatening effects. One lot of 100-count bottles of hydrochlorothiazide tablets in 12.5 milligrams was found to contain another drug used to treat congestive heart failure and cirrhosis of the liver. If you have the medication or you're unsure, take it to your pharmacy or healthcare provider for confirmation.
Floridians will have one more thing to celebrate this Labor Day weekend: cheaper gas. AAA says holiday travelers will find pump prices at around the same level they were last year. In 2017, national and statewide gas prices were 40 to 50 cents lower. Florida's gas prices were at $2.30 this time last year, compared to a reported $2.75 on Monday. After Hurricane Harvey last year, gas prices spiked just before Labor Day. AAA says this year drivers should benefit from a relatively quiet hurricane season along the East Coast.
We hope. Well, if you can't beat them, join them. Sears is expanding its tire installation partnership with Amazon. The program was launched in May and expanded to all 50 states yesterday. Consumers who buy the tires at Amazon can have them then shipped directly to a Sears Auto Center for installation and balancing. Sears says it's seen a very positive response to the program so far from Amazon customers.
Well, if you're looking for love, you might want to book a flight. A new study from British bank HSBC suggests 1 in 50 airplane passengers meet the love of their life on an aircraft. The results came from interviews with 2,100 people from more than 100 different countries. Over half of airplane passengers have struck up a conversation with a stranger on a plane. So as long as you're considerate and respectful, perhaps your odds of meeting your soulmate are better at 30,000 feet in the air. Interesting.
Plus, you're sitting so close to your
future possible spouse.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Entertainment news is next.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Another pair of satisfied emotions. Looks to me like elation and maybe some amazement. It's part of the Honda Summer Spectacular event experience. You could say satisfaction comes standard here, just like the Honda Accord comes standard with a luxurious, roomy interior. All at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Accord, 2018's North American Car of the Year.
Clogged pores are disgusting. Introducing DermaSuction, the easy way to suck that yuck out of your pores. DermaSuction removes blackheads and dirt from your pores. Just look at everything it extracts. The secret's the gentle vacuum action. Watch as DermaSuction extracts so much yuck, leaving your skin feeling clean and youthful.
The gunk that had been pulled out, I was pretty horrified, but better in the DermaSuction than on my face.
It's almost addictive because you can see all this stuff coming out of your skin that you don't even really know is there.
Call now to order your DermaSuction for just $19.99. We'll also include our small and large body probes, the Sonic Microdermabrasion probe, and the handy travel case, all absolutely free. Order now and you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. You can get all this, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-213-9301. That's 1-800-213-9301. Or visit dermasuction.com. So call 1-800-213-9301 now.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
In entertainment news, Prince's family is suing the star's former doctor.
6 of Prince's brothers and sisters filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Dr. Michael Schulenberg. The family is also suing Walgreens and several other healthcare groups. They all claim all of the defendants had a chance but failed to diagnose and help Prince with his opioid addiction before he died. The doctor's attorney says that case has no merit. In April, Schulenberg agreed to pay a $30,000 fine to settle civil allegations of prescribing drugs to someone else, knowing that Prince would take them.
People around the world today celebrating the life of the King of Pop on what would have been his 60th birthday. Michael Jackson died back in 2009, but it hasn't stopped fans from celebrating the artist's legacy. His sister Janet Jackson paid tribute to her brother in a video collaboration with social media stars Quaylon Rogers and Andrew Batchelor. Jackson's estate also announced today that it's partnering with IMAX to release a digitally remastered version of Thriller 3D. That film's scheduled for a one-week run in IMAX theaters beginning September 21st.
Celebrating its most watched season in 4 years, ABC's The View returns for season 22 with a new co-host, Abby Huntsman. Huntsman began her journalism career at ABC, interning for Good Morning America and World News Tonight in college. She most recently served as an anchor and host of Fox and Friends Weekend on Fox News. Huntsman joins moderator Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Meghan McCain. The new season kicks off on Tuesday, September 4th, right here on ABC7.
Musician and Suncoast resident Dickey Betts is responding well to treatment after having a stroke, and he plans to be back on the stage soon. That's according to a new post on Betts' Facebook page from his manager. Earlier this month, Betts was forced to cancel 3 upcoming tour dates after suffering the stroke. According to the Post, though, he's planning to return to the stage for his next scheduled show. That happens November 1st in Augusta, Georgia. Of course, Betts is known as one of the founding members of the Allman Brothers Band.
Well, stay with us. We'll be right back with more news and weather after the break.